Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back. Once again, we've got game number 2, ESL One Hamburg 2017 EU qualifiers coming to an end today, right here. Maybe the game after this. This is game 2. We've still got a little bit of buffer. Secret, of course, leads 1-0 in this best of 5. I'm Zyori, joined again by Trent Pax. Trent, my man.
Just barely joined.
Barely joined. That's true.
I just sat back down.
That's good. And we might actually have Brax coming on a little bit later. Trent only joining us for the first half of this series. So lots of things to look forward to here, boys and girls. And we see some familiar faces. Nyx Assassin first picked up by Secret. Necrophos, Ancient Apparition this time for SFT, whereas they had opened Lich Necro in the past game. But we've seen the bans shuffled up again. Chen now first banned out, so Secret can't pick it up. And that will open up for the other undead mongrel, Pugna, for Team Secret.
Yeah, a couple of the more important staples of that Secret draft not going to be showing up now. So far today, to recap, they've had Veno in how many of their games now? 3 of their games? That sounds about right. Or no, it'll be 2 of their games now. No, that's 3. Yeah, that was the 3rd game with the Venomancer. Because I feel it's been such a good flex pick for them. And eventually it just ends up getting banned in the first phase every time. But as you're saying, for SFT, you basically, like, if you want Necro, you have to pick AA if he's still in the pool. So they don't have a choice coming into that 2-3 if they want Necro. Obviously they did. But now it's time for the Pugna once again. And this was banned out in the 2nd phase by SFT, so Team Secret just going to get their hands on it now. And with the flexibility of it being offlane or mid or even safe lane potentially, I think it kind of fits in that same niche as Venomancer right now.
Yeah, I think that's probably fair. Broodmother. I've been noticing a ton of Broodmother bans. Is that unique against Secret, or is that just across the board teams are a little afraid to get brooded down?
Yeah, that's an everybody thing.
That's an everybody thing. Brood's
back.
Brood's back, huh?
Yeah.
So what changed to make Brood come back? Did I miss a patch note somewhere along the way, or is it a meta thing? What hit me with the chips? Educate us.
It's meta, more like Drow strats are good. So Brood is very good against Drow. The whole idea of just like rushing onto the Drow Ranger and stuff like that, being able to split push at the same time as the ball is forming, all that kind of stuff. So Broodmother can screw you up if you go for that, which they're pretty well set for to try again on SFT if they want to.
Sure.
And that Rubik pick sure is making it look likely.
Yeah.
In terms of a 4th big possibility here for them for the Drow, but
I mean Rubik AA, great combo. Get some cold feet going with the telekinesis.
Yep.
Tried and true.
Brood's just ownage right now. So now we talked about the Nyx Assassin Bounty Hunter combo that Secret have been up to. This should be Puppy's hero. I'm guessing this is a Yapsor Nyx Assassin once again. Also could be a good reason to take that Rubik too. Could have been an alright pick for Secret if they want to make it a Puppy Nyx and a Yapsor Rubik coming out here. But the Puppy Spirit Breaker, the Puppy Bounty Hunter, both very well used for like tracking across the map, for initiating across the map, for scouting against certain targets. Problem is they can suffer against 5-man strats if you don't have that crazy good split push. Like, we've seen a lot of teams lose with Bounty Hunter, Spirit Breaker, or just like last game, like the Nyx Assassin kind of a deal. Yeah, because they get 5-man pushed.
But generally speaking, like talking about the context of Spirit Breaker, he's amazing against Ancient Apparition, absolutely wins that 1v1 matchup in terms of early levels. Kind of same with Rubik. So it's a great hero to break up the back line and make the life of Rubik a living hell, where normally he'd be wanting to run around those fights, be stealing spells all over the place. Spirit Breaker can just chain him and just pop auto attacks, wait for those bashes to come, and it makes it very difficult for Rubik. But they go an opposite route.
Wow.
They pick up Shadow Demon with their 3rd.
That is pretty slick. So this is actually gross for a couple of different reasons. So we've been seeing some teams pick up the Doom up against the Necrophos, right? You slap a Doom on top of Necrophos with the Ghost Shroud and everything. He gets silenced up. He can't handle fighting and stuff, and then you can just kill him after. Shadow Demon, one of the only heroes in the game who can just skill you down with a purge. I mean, you got basically Oracle Shadow Demon, so Necrophos is going to be getting ultied.
Trent,
he's going to be depressed.
The other aspect here, you get Soul Catcher.
Exactly.
Plus
and Pugna
Decrep.
Decrep. Yep. So that's
Holy Toledo.
Most teams have been doing AA and Pugna. So you use the Frost Vortex, Decrep, and heroes just melt. But the AA is gone. It's been taken away by SFT. So instead, that role has to come from the Shadow Demon. So yeah, it's actually like an amazingly smart draft here. for a hero that no one else is picking.
And how was Soul Catcher changed? It's not total RNG anymore, right? Is it split across all the targets that are in it?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes, that's exactly right. So now it's still the same logic and the same basically like skill set in terms of like how you want to place it. Like before, you just tried to get as few units in that little AoE as possible if you wanted a certain target. Now you still do the same thing, but if you screw up, instead of being, well, I guess you can look at it both ways. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. When your RNG went well for you on Shadow Demon, then obviously it was good because you still get 100% on that person. But now at least you can guarantee there's going to be like 50% on one person if you can't help but put it on 2 units.
But I think it also, generally speaking, it is a buff. And it's also cool to now you can think of Shadow Demon less of a single target focused guy. And he can do some more AoE stuff, you know, set up for Pugna to get those big Nether Blasts. But Anti-Mage, now the 4th from Secret, a little bit of split push.
And a Magnus ban about to come out.
Okay, well, but you called this though, Trent. You were talking about split push, talking about heroes that can break up the map against the 5-man. Who better than Anti-Mage?
Yeah, they did a very similar thing already today. It was like basically Micro Alicia, the Wii stack, tried to AM Magnus. Didn't work. Team Secret pushed him down. They had a super fast like Pugna, Monkey King, TA. I could see Secret doing the Magnus. So I'm kind of suspecting ban, but maybe it's more worth it too. Nah. I'd probably still ban Magnus, honestly. Go with like a mid-1 Pugna, a Magnus, and then this AM. That seems pretty strong to me, but we'll see what SFT think Team Secret are going to do.
They're thinking about it. Not an easy last ban. It's really interesting to see how Dota has come to this state where almost every game you can sort out heroes that fall into the category of a flex pick. You know, maybe when you pick it up, you think, okay, that's likely to be an offlaner or a support. But you look at the 4 heroes both sides have, and there's a couple different ways they can set this up. Maybe less so for SFT. They've got a little bit more of a straight-up breakdown. It'll be an offlane void. You know, they're looking for a big core. They ban out the Quap. But I just like that Dota's in a state of flexibility, man. There's always a lot of options, it feels like.
This might be the coolest Shadow Demon pick I've ever seen, by the way. I still can't get over how cool the Shadow Demon pick is. Think about we can just keep going forever. He can save people from Scythe.
Yes. He can save people from Chrono.
He sets up for the Nyx Assassin, and now he copies the Anti-Mage. Like, this Shadow Demon is on so many levels right now. It's like I can see the neural network growing out of Puppy's brain. It's so good. I don't even remember last time I got to see this hero.
Wow, and an instant pick. They go for the Monkey King.
So they'll take the Monkey King, yeah. It's actually such a gross hero.
So what's the setup right now, Trent? What are we looking at position-wise?
Pugna, I think. Fata Pugna, and then Monkey King probably for mid-1, and then the AM for Ace.
So, again, maybe a dumb question. Let's get everybody up to speed. What changed with Monkey King? How did he go from God to Dumpster to God?
You can't lane against him. He got a couple buffs, too. I can't remember exactly what they were, but they nerfed some aspects of him and then made certain aspects better again. So, like, I think Jingu got nerfed a little bit, but then it got buffed. And then the biggest nerf to him for supporting was the problem of the night vision. He can't see nearly as much on top of trees, which really hurt him in the support role, so he lost a lot of the flexibility.
Okay.
So it's harder to pick him earlier on in the draft, because like no one will run him as a support. You basically have to run him mid or safe lane. Sometimes you can do these dual off-lane shenanigans, but he's just super good in lane matchups. And right now, if they wanted to pick a drow strat here, right, because that's the obvious thing. You look at these heroes, you're like, oh, they're going to drow again. But yeah. They basically, that would put the Faceless Void into an offlane scenario, and if it's against Monkey King, or maybe it's like a Faceless Void mid or something, they could just put the Monkey King against the Faceless Void, or even the AM against the Faceless Void, and he's going to have a shit time. It doesn't matter. So this Void would have nowhere to farm.
Yeah.
And then what do you do as Void? Like, you're already getting shafted if you're put into the offlane role. So they basically have to pick an offlaner here.
Yeah, I can't believe this would be
or
drow.
Necro's offlane.
That feels so scary. Necro offlane's a little underwhelming. It's a troll. So
it is Necro offlane.
Interesting. Nikwa Necro. So they're going to do a troll mid, it looks like.
Yeah, because they don't, like, you don't need that much farm on the Necrophos, I think, in comparison to how important the farm is going to be on the Void.
Mm-hmm.
That would be my logic to it.
Well, there is some cool synergy on this SFT draft, and I'm with you, Trent. I still can't get over this juxtaposition of Radiant versus Dire. I look at the bottom and want to call it Radiant, and then I see the background. I'm like, that's not green. What? I'm colorblind, and I can see that that's Dire. It's still throwing me off. But this Dire squad, they're going to need to execute pretty damn well. You know, this is one of those, if they can find those sick team fights where you get the Chrono with the AA ult, and then you've got the Troll Warlord, he pops the Battle Trance, Void's going ham inside of the Chrono. They've certainly got some options, right? They've got some tools to lock down this anti-mage, but after seeing the way Secret played game 1, I feel like this draft is just right up their alley. They'll be able to split up the map. They've got pretty good laners, and when they decide that they want to, they will have the team fight prowess to go blow for blow against SFT.
Draft just flexibility all over the place for both teams. Those flex picks, everyone likes to call them.
Is Pugna really half the size of Shadow Demon?
Almost. He's pretty damn small, but the hero in the middle gets made a lot bigger.
Is that true? Always?
Yes.
Okay.
Whoever's in the middle on the draft screen is like, it's pretty sick when it's like a Jakiro third pick. The wings are humongous.
Why did they do that? Why is the third pick supposed to be like?
Because they're like the closest.
The draft field,
they're like in a diamond.
Oh.
That's why.
Oh.
Well, you know, like half a diamond, like a V. They're a flying V. They are the Mighty Ducks.
Dude, the Mighty Ducks.
Yeah.
One of the worst written movies in franchise history. It's nothing but one-liners.
Franchise? Like, you mean like the Mighty Ducks franchise? Do you have a better opinion on the rest of the Mighty Duck movies? Are you a connoisseur?
They're all awful. They're all just the NFL paying money so that kids will play
NFL,
youth hockey.
You really know sports well, my friend.
Dude, the NFL, fuck, the NHL, you know, the one that does hockey. They paid for those movies to be made, dude. That's how desperate they were. That's why they're so awful. I digress. Here we go. Join us on the Cyborg podcast for more talks about the Mighty Ducks. Here we go. Secret, they almost find STST down here, but he's going to be able to scurry away fast enough. He's got his boots, so he's cruising. How will these lanes settle down for Secret? Looks like it won't be too surprising. You pretty much called it there, Trent. Mid one takes the Monkey King.
30 seconds.
Yeah, but Fata's got mid items.
Oh.
So, looks like he'll be taking the...
Oh, he does.
The Pugna there.
Okay.
Question is, who's going to be helping the Monkey King? Because I don't think he wants to solo against AA and Faceless Void. So maybe he'll just get a little bit of help from Yaps, or he rotates up top. We get the classic duo of Shadow Demon Anti-Mage in the bottom. Work out all right.
The battle begins.
I am excited. I like Shadow Demon. I feel like he is an often forgotten about hero, and like you said, the unique nature of having a built-in purge is pretty cool, and I hope we see it to good use this game to try to shut down this Necro.
I agree. Did you remember the draft overlay?
I did.
Just checking. I'm just being nice.
I did. Dude,
we had some issues. Dude, the 5-minute delay has been killing my casters, okay? I feel bad for them when they realize 5 minutes in that they screwed up.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm just looking out for you.
No, I appreciate it. You know, it's been a little while, but it's one of those things where I make sure that my draft overlays are always in my peripheral, so if I mess it up, I feel like a real bonehead. I try to dummy proof it for myself. Here we go. Puppy sets it up. The follow-up stun onto Nikwa. He does
no block, though.
The Ghost Shroud. Yeah, okay.
Puppy's got a... see that ping right there? He's like... Rubik's like, that guy didn't block. You know, they couldn't quite find the Warcraft 3 block, as it's called, but...
Yeah. Still
grab potential mid, but they can't do anything to Fata. What were we talking about? Oh, yes. Well, this morning, see, I had the 5-minute delay, and I was solo casting, so when I would think about it, 5 minutes before I knew I'd screw up, I would tell chat to spam, so that 5 minutes in the future, so like halfway through the draft, I said... All right, now start spamming overlay so that I realize when the game starts to make sure I didn't screw it up. And it worked. It worked like every time.
That's good.
Thanks,
I like
guys.
that we're on the same level. Just dummy-proof it so we can protect ourselves from ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
It's good.
It's a necessity.
Yep, we are our own worst enemy, that's for sure. Fata doing pretty well in the mid lane here. It's basically a 2v1, and now STST grabs him with a telekinesis, but Topson, he does get decrept. Fata hits him with some damage, and will just walk away. Fast fingers there. Pugna will be just fine. Up top now, mid one.
He's doing some dancing, dude.
He sure is.
See that play? He jumped up onto the tree and had to hop down, and pretty risky because Pexu might have been able to find like a tango play if he was a little faster on it. And then just to make sure that pole didn't come through so we can get this experience. Like, this is such a tough lane for the Monkey King.
Scan. Yeah, it is a tough lane.
I was expecting him to set him up well, especially early. Like, once it gets going a bit and he can bully the AA some more, like situations like this is a little bit better for him. If he gets 1 kill on the AA, which is a potential, it's going to get pretty bad.
Is Troll going to die here? This is going to be a tough kill. He's pretty darn beefy. He's got a lot of armor, 10. And the PMS, yeah, they won't be able to finish him off. Damn, that Troll is a beefcake, dude.
Oh, and they're smoking the Rubik just to try and kill this Monkey King.
STST,
They need like a bash or something.
Keeping a respectable distance. Yeah, Void does have it. Gets that second point.
All right, so the lift into the cold feet. Will it be successful? Nope. Mid 1.
Wow.
Out of there.
Dude,
Damn, dude.
Talk about fast fingers. I mean,
Yeah,
Jesus.
seriously. He was up and down right away. Gives him a little taunt with the transform there.
What an obnoxious hero.
He's looking for that courier. Make me faster. Actually, he's got boots now anyway. Doesn't matter.
Down bottom.
He's an obnoxious hero. It's pretty cool to see them using his Monkey King talents into the offlane, though.
Yeah.
Definitely more of a specialist hero, so having that flexibility very important as they get a nice bit of damage mid lane on Thompson. Decrep into both spells, and even if it's not a kill, it's going to be a lot of bottle charges.
Yep, good to push him back. Necro not really getting a hell of a lot out of his lane either. Monkey King doubling him in last hits, and I think doing slightly better in terms of experience. Yeah, and a nice little edge there. And Trolls CS 15-6 versus the 16-8 on Fada, so relatively even. But now that YapzOr's rotated in, this is really starting to tip in favor of the Radiant. Thompson getting kind of low. They find it. It's the Spike Carapace from YapzOr that secures the first blood and brings down the Troll. Very nice here for Secret.
Oh, no. And they were out of spells, right? Wasn't he going to live?
I think so. It looked like it.
I think he might have just killed himself.
I think so, too. That is a big-time bummer.
Major bummer. Sorry, he respawns faster, right? That's the logic there. Already back mid hitting some creeps.
Yes, yes. All right, well, big stuff for Nyx Assassin. That is Arcane Boots for him at 4 minutes. This is actually huge. This is a game changer. He is going to be all over the place, spamming out spells like crazy. He doesn't have mana burn, but he will. Say goodbye to your mana, Trent.
Yeah, it's a pretty rare thing to not have it so early, but it's pretty useless against Troll Warlord. Most of the mid heroes that we're used to right now, it's so effective against just come early and mana burn them nonstop at level 1. But not in this game. He'll probably be the best thing to help out mid 1 too. Help accelerate their Monkey King. In the offlane role, we said like he is someone that needs. He's basically safe lane Viper. He wants to start dominating a bit early and just kind of take over the whole game from there. He's the kind of hero you want a triple kill on at 9 minutes, and then you feel like the game's just over.
Yeah.
Thompson mid lane again. Do they still have enough spells?
I think so. It's going to be close. He pops the Carapace,
not
hoping
throw the
for more
axes
axes. He times it right, but 20 HP. The Troll just barely lives. Fata reading that they might go for the shrine. Fata, can he find it? He gets the decrep. He needs the blast.
Guaranteeing it. Oh, the scan plays to know he was going to go for it too. Oh.
That was super heads up.
Oh, what a great... I love early game scans. They're like, they're so good for like Ricky's or something to figure out where he went.
Yeah.
XD, drawn on the map by Fata. XD.
XD indeed. Well, this will be a kill for Fata, so this mid lane now is basically
This
won.
would be the worst episode of What the Horse ever. Is
What's
it
gonna
option
happen
A?
here? Oh.
Pugna
He
kills
died.
himself to the tower. Troll lives. Option B. I don't know. The Troll dies.
Option C. Troll
Dota
dies.
3 comes out. Oh, it's gonna be B.
What a surprise. So Pugna now almost 6, and STST, he reconnects, forgets where he is for a moment, and now he could be in big trouble. Fata, he's got some mana. There's the decrep. There's the blast. It's a double for Fata.
Oh, did he DC and walk too deep, maybe?
That's possible.
I wasn't looking where he was, but he looked pretty deep there.
He was reasonably deep, given the context of the situation. Mid one, though, he gets bashed up top. That hurts a little bit, but he's a Monkey King. He throws back, what is it, Boundless Strike?
Boundless Strike.
Yes, what a creative name. Yes, he'll survive, though, so no problem. And all the while, Anti-Mage is farming away. Trent, already, this game is looking very good for Secret. And there are a lot of eggs in this Faceless Void basket. He is the only one on the Dire that is getting a reasonable amount of farm in the lane.
YapzOr's more farm than Thompson.
Yep.
That's not good. That's a Nyx Assassin support.
Yes. It's
Or is it?
It's a
mystery.
sticky wicket here. Uh-oh, mid one. Turns out that was not a courier. It's a monkey. But it's a hasted up Rubik, so he will make it away. He'll be just fine.
Well, there's a salve in the mid lane. And a banana. Still trying to find that flying courier. And there it is. Whee. Imagine if you could fly over cliffs.
That would
How
be
sick would that be? That
so
would be real
broken.
OP. I mean, to be fair, he already jumped, so it wouldn't really be that broken.
That's fair.
I don't think, actually.
That's somewhat fair. But now Fata, he's got himself the arcane
so
boots.
good about it, though, right? It's like walking through towers like this, because you don't notice. There's nothing to tip you off as Necrophos. There's no giant thing on your mini-map, and suddenly there's a Monkey King behind you.
Yeah. It seems so obvious when you're watching as a spectator, but Neek was like, wow, what the hell? Where did this guy come from? He's going to have the Ghost Shroud, though, so he should be able to survive through this. I think Ace looking for body blocks here. He pump fakes the ultimate, and now they've got the right clicks. They will indeed secure the kill. Those bit of body blocks were just enough, and another one up on the scoreboard. That kill goes the way of Ace, though. Of course, huge for the anti-mage.
And mid one even gets back top for the range creep. What a professional. Oh, and the catapult. He's rolling in the dough right now. But yeah, mid tower is the next problem for the Dire.
Initiation.
SFTesports, that's half your HP.
Fata, caught by telekinesis. Cold Feet comes in. Chrono on 2. They'll bring down Fata immediately, but now Yapzor on the run does not have anything left, and it's a twofer. 2-for-1 special in the mid. SFT rotate 4, but they reap the benefits, so they bring down 2.
Very nicely done. Super important first rotation from the Faceless Void. If you're winning games with Void as your carry, he doesn't have to do anything. It's cool, you know? Let your whole team do their thing. But when you're starting to lose, that's where his big rotation with the Chrono. You have to target that one enemy that's giving you the most trouble and try and bring him down. Maybe in this game, ideally, it's the Anti-Mage, but I think Pugna could be arguably just as important if they can get control of this wave and try and keep him off the towers. Mid one is trading some bashes top. We'll go with the Boundless Strike just for a bit of life steal.
A lot of rotations inbound, though. STST coming around the backside. That's a Dire ward down that's in lane, so they've got pretty good vision of where the Monkey King is. He catches him with the telekinesis, and now mid one will fall. Another nice rotation, 4-3. The gap is closing, though at the same time, Fata looks for the opening and takes it in the mid as he finishes off the tower.
Yeah, they were really close to getting away there on the Monkey King. But that mid grab, very nice. So they could smoke up potentially. I think Rubik probably wants 6, honestly. Whatever to leech some experience from tops and just... Oh!
There it is.
He's
the
gonna
setup
tank
from
the gank
Puppy.
too.
Soul Catcher to follow up. STST, way too much damage. He will drop in the blink of an eye as Secrets strike back.
He saved Troll's life.
That's
by
true.
walking through there.
Shadow Poison gets one up onto Illidan, sees that there's no one else nearby at the tower. And Void will just walk into the tree line. Still 40 seconds until Chrono's up, but there are a lot of Radiant heroes inbound. They're pinging it out. They have an idea of where he is. Shadow Poison connects. Mid one up on the tree. Okay, they mistimed the disruption, but that's fine. It'll be the setup for Yapzor, and another easy kill for Team Secret. The burst damage is more than enough.
Oh, you think it's bad now? Wait till the Dire realize that there's an Anti-Mage on the Radiant. That's when he'll be real sad. But he is unneeded currently. All he does is harass out a Necrophos, make his life difficult. Port Necro over there, also below Yapzor. Kind of running a bit of a 3.5 situation with the Monkey King and Nyx Assassin for Secret, but that's fine. They knew mid one wouldn't get that much farm up top.
Yeah.
You can certainly have a big impact with one item on Monkey King, but you'd love to have something like that early Deso. He'll probably just settle for like an early Echo, I would guess, after the ring. So, well, at that point, it's not going to be very early. It'll be a bit of a late Echo Saber, but...
Yeah, but now the Veil is up on Pugna, so they've got 3 forms of magical damage amp with the Soul Catcher and the Decrep combined.
Early TP from Yapzor bottom to scout out in behind Miqua. They use a scan and everything. They know he's completely alone.
Yeah, they see 3
early,
mid
though.
as well as Anti-Mage blinks out, so... Pretty safe
weird.
to open up.
Why did he go so early?
It's a great
Guess
question.
miscommunication on the TP or something from the Pugna. He had lots of duration left in the Vendetta, but yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, it'd be okay.
They'll just break away. Illidan does have the Chrono up. Looks like he's working on a Vlad's offering. Most likely. And SFT group up for what looks like a mounted defense here at this bottom tier 1. Seems like they don't want to just hand this one over for free. And they'll just get a free Nether Ward instead. Okay. A little bit of gold. Secret are just going to keep the pressure on here, Trent. I mean, I think you hit the nail on the head. This has basically been 4v5 Dota. And Ace is #1 on net worth. Happy as a clam. Pretty darn close to the Battle Fury also. Just a broadsword out, and he's got it. Scary times ahead for this Dire team, I think.
Yep. They've now rotated all down. This looks so eerily similar to before, too, right? Oh, here we go. Chrono.
Chrono on 2. Oh, Ice Blast to follow up. It does connect. They bring down Yapzor. They execute Fada. And just like that, Secret make a misstep. And it's a quick twofer. Another nice Chrono from Illidan makes the whole thing possible.
Okay. Nice. I mean, that's what you need, right? If you're going to fight this. It has to be the big combos. If you miss one of those combinations, you just kind of lose. It's like these early Ravages or anything like that. Yeah. The other team just takes full advantage, and they push in like crazy. So, difficult to execute, but SFT get it done this time. The question is it going to be like last game, where every time it felt like they had the success, the network just kept climbing for Secret?
Could they still mount a defense here? This tower very low, but Monkey King nearby in the tree line. STST gets stunned. He's very low, and Anti-Mage will pop him one last time to secure the kill. Now Monkey King, the leap forward, slows down the Ancient Apparition. Troll jumps in. Battle Trances pop, but stunned by Yapzor. Catches him in the tree line. Monkey King gives him a love tap. It's a 4v5 right now. Pugna not inbound, but he's in the river on the way. It'll be the Dire in retreat. They've got this shrine available, and they will get topped off. So Secret don't defend the tower, but they get a little pick-me-up on the way out, so not all bad. Topson, what do we got here? Let's take a look on itemization. Phase boots. So Void actually has just gone right into Mask of Madness. So going for the damage, I guess.
Got to increase that farm speed.
Yeah, okay.
Yapzor, though, he's going right in for the Void. Oh, nice sentry.
And now Yapzor could be in trouble. Telekinesis back. Ice Blast will connect, and there is no saving him. This will buy him some time, but he'll pop out of Disruption, and he will pop immediately. Now Puppy on the run. Nikwa trying to chase him down. Void inbound. No Chrono. Already used the Time Walk, but there's Topson. Catches him with the ranged axes, and some right clicks will finish him off. Secret giving away a lot here. It's another 2-for-0 exchange. SFT squared up 7-7. We'll look at that gold graph, and it's turned into this little mountain. They are bringing it back, Trent. That's their second Mask of Madness. Better.
And that opens up Roche. Mask of Madness, Troll. Maybe with the next Chrono, they could think about posturing up around it. Difficulties when it comes to Roche this game, not that scary, honestly. If you look at the Radiant lineup, they don't have the best heroes for fighting around there. The best thing they have is like AoE damage and then the Monkey King, but we've already talked about how Monkey King's not farmed. And in terms of an offlane hero, this is not a standard thing, right? Most offlane heroes, it doesn't matter how much gold they have. The majority of their stuff comes from skills and spells. The damage doesn't scale based on your itemization, but in this case, our Monkey King, he has no items, so the Wukong's command isn't going to do all that much in a Roche Pit fight.
Right. Yapzor, again, playing the mobile ward as he scouts ahead, being cautious of sentries, and there is one down. Could maybe get caught again here, but does not step too far forward. Nicely done. And even though this feels like it's getting perhaps a little scary for Secret, Ace has still had no pressure. He's still #1 on net worth. He's got his Battle Fury. He's just sitting in the jungle, playing Farmville, having a good old time. Oh, wait, there's more. Chrono, Ice Blast, Nikwa with the Reaper's Scythe. And Trent, I don't know if I've ever seen a better case of the Caster's Curse than that.
Yeah,
he just died.
Buy enough tokens in Farmville or something. The Barbarians came.
Yep.
On the other side of the map, though, his team is pushing. Yep. It's literally the plague. The locusts have come for the farm. It's Necrophos. That's his jam.
It's like Oregon Trail. You know, you think you're doing well, you just killed an ox, and the next day you've died of dysentery. Oh, jeez. Okay.
If it's any hero, that's dysentery.
Fun game. Peksu on the run. He is in deep. Monkey King will hit him with the strike that has no bounds. The demonic purge will follow, and the Iceman will melt. Now back up top, Radiant trying to push this tower. They will start to back as TPs come. And it will stay standing, though, on a sliver of HP just outside deny range.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
All right, well, that's going to help mid one get into some ionization. He is now queued up, said Echo Saber.
This SFT team, though, Trent, I have to admit, at moments it looks like Secret outclasses them a little bit, but they have these spots where they shine through. You know, that kill on Anti-Mage down bottom, that was executed pretty damn well. You know, you've got Chrono, Ice Blast, Reaper's Scythe right there. Boom, boom, boom. Easy execution, dead. Right? You look at this lineup. The only way that they could stay in this game as long as they have is to execute on these team fights and make every single Chrono count. And so far they've done that, what, 3 out of 3? 4 out of 4? It's pretty impressive. Like, definitely, like, I see the prowess. I see the part of this team that upset OG earlier in this tournament. Now mid.
Yeah, exactly.
They're going to set up here onto Thompson, but he's actually just going to turn. He says, Monkey King's ult. It matters not. I'm just going to run through this. Puppy now trying to follow up at the cavalry. It's here. Illidan, he does not have the ultimate. He's silenced, but Pugna doing a lot of damage. They're about to bring down Ancient Apparition. He will fall mid one in pretty far forward. He's still alive, but Reaper's Scythe will finish him off. Now Thompson, he's regenerated. He comes right back in on the Fada. They get the bashes. The Bash brothers are in town as Puppy TP's home. A 1 for 2, and it is a favorable fight for the Dire. However, Rubik does fall to the wrath of Puppy after the fight ends. I've been shadow poison.
Oh, is that what it was? Is there enough stacks on them?
I'm not sure. I didn't see it, but that's it's a shadow demon. So
thing.
What else?
Well, I was just about to say STSC played really well during that fight. Stole the life drain. Oh, I see. He got hit by the Nether Ward, and then then you get the shadow poison buff.
Yeah,
rough.
That's brutal.
Yeah, 181 damage of shadow poison.
Yeah.
Good skill as Puppy used it now to farm up some wolves.
And hey, Trent, that fight was also without Chrono. It was on cooldown right when that fight started, and it came up kind of at an awkward time. So pretty impressive they were able to get that out of the exchange without using the Chronosphere.
Yeah, and now this is the point where we should be looking for the Roche, I would think, for the Dire. And yeah, SFT, people forget, as you said, they did knock out OG. Played really well in both games. Kind of slaughtered OG, to be honest. However, Illidan might be in trouble with that Chrono. Top lane, it's a lot of heroes.
Sure is.
He's not going to get
find
to do
the initiation,
anything.
Man, that's a lot of stun lock.
Yeah. This is the beauty of Monkey King that still allows him to be support in like pubs and stuff, is that range of initiation.
Yeah. Secret.
Mid lane.
Or, pardon me, Puppy. Mid lane, 1-on-3. Ice Blast will fly through. They don't even need it. Another easy pick-off. So they go 1 for 1, but it is a core for support. And then up top, they'll force a glyph and finish off this Tier 2 tower. So an exchange that obviously favors Secret as Fada heals up his Anti-Mage.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, a little friend.
Yeah. Got to keep him going.
Buddy old
Only
pal.
has the Battle Fury. No early Vlads or anything this game, so
keep
him at tip-top form.
Yeah, you know, Trent, to circle back to the Mighty Ducks, that is what they called
excellent.
those two guys, the Bash Brothers. And if there were any Bash Brothers in Dota 2, I think a Troll and Void, pretty high on the list. Spirit Breaker, he's a close third, but in terms of brethren.
He's like the step-brother. I mean, he's a little different.
I mean, he's a cow, right?
You guys looked at that guy?
It's a different species. He's also wearing a spacesuit, so I don't know what's going on. But the Bash Brothers, indeed. And I want to pick your brain about min-maxing here, Trent. Double Mask of Madness on the Dire. Obviously more farming tools than they are team fighting tools. Oh, we're going to see Peksu caught by Yapsor. He's going to steal the bounty rune. Maybe he finds a kill, just doesn't have the damage. Close call,
Are you
but
thinking,
no cigar.
like, why isn't one of them Vlads or something? Is that
that
what you're getting at?
isn't there just diminishing returns with battle trance and attack speed? Like, eventually it becomes better to maximize overall damage with damage plus attack speed. But I think the caveat there is it's for farming, right? It's not
stupidly cheap. It can be disassembled later for parts of Satanic or Butterfly.
Okay.
No one else on their team could take advantage of Vlad's anyway.
Okay.
Garbage. They have a Necrophos, AA, and Rubik.
Yeah, AA really loves that Vlad's, dude.
Yeah,
it's a game changer.
That's the game changer right there. Yeah.
Okay.
And overall, just I'm really digging this Dire stuff, man. This AM, like, yeah, he's starting to get to the scary point. He's leading the chart like he should be, but it's a Void and a Troll. These are two great heroes up against Anti-Mage.
Yep. Oh, Chrono on 2. Illidan sets it up for the Ice Blast. It will fly in. Ace is down. Yapsor on the run. He pops the Spike Carapace. Fata also inbound, but he'll Vendetta. They'll make it away. Dire have to be happy with that, though. That's a pick on the high-value target, the Anti-Mage himself. Another beautiful Chrono from Illidan, man. He is 5 out of 5.
Yeah, and some nice vision from the Dire, just helping to track the movements of this anti-mage across the map. Ooh, speaking of the Dire, though, looks like Yapsor found it up there. That looks like where you send the courier when you're trying to avoid the next assassin, and I think they ran into him anyway.
Yep. Any cargo on the courier? Nope. It was
it was empty. Mid one has the ulti here, so there's a potential for a punish here, but
and here it
not
comes.
Much damage.
Wukong's command. The BKB gets popped by Troll. He dies deep. It's turning into a spread out fight. Mid one will get caught by the ice blast. They'll lose the tier 1 tower. STST almost dies to the Wukong's command, but he does back out in time. Now they pick on Peksu off to the right, and Yapsor will be credited with that kill. He's the only death in this entire back and forth. The rest of the Dire will just TP home and cut their losses. Not really a defense, technically speaking. Sorry?
No, they're just going bomb to use the shrine, too, and just keep up their momentum. Actually, they're not even going to get the shrine. Fair enough. STST, great steal to get out of there. It's super important as Rubik to make sure you keep that tree dance. Really did not want to die.
I mean, certainly could have been worse for SFT. They only lose an Ancient Apparition. They still get the tower that they came for, but still a very tough fight. The Wukong's command, sort of a hard ultimate to fight around.
Yep.
Yapsor, did you see that? He was hoping there would be a death pulse for farming so we could open with the stun. It was a nice heads-up play, a good thought, but unfortunately for him, the Necro didn't go for it. I like that.
Still works out in the end.
Yeah, nice kill. 4K net worth lead, experience, pretty comparable to Boot, about 2K for Secret. Illidan also now with his Diffusal Blade. Set up here in the mid. Anti-Mage on his way in. He does have the Chrono. That is a shitload of AMs. And now he does not have the mana. He's slowed by Demonic Purge. Ace, he's about to pop him like a pinata, baby. Here we go. Ice Blast flies through. STST may be in some trouble, and he will fall. 3 down on the side of SFT as Secret strike back with unmatched ferocity.
Jeez. Fata's life flashed before his eyes there with the stolen Rubik mana void for 973 damage.
Is that what that was?
Yo, Ace, can you be a little more careful with that, my dude? Because that's a bit worrisome. I have a pretty big mana pool here. But yeah, very nice call. Man, I think that was a Manta. Was there an illusion rune as well for the AM? Yeah, there was. He had an illusion rune, and then they also had the disrupted voids. You've got 2 void illusions. You have 4 anti-mage illusions, and then the real thing.
Yeah.
It's terrifying.
It really is. Did you see how fast Void's mana evaporated? You could tell Illidan thought, okay, Chrono's up. Maybe we can turn this. And as he was processing that thought, his mana pool went from full to 0. Here we go. Initiation on the Ancient Apparition, but Force Staff will break the life drain from Fata. And AA will stay alive. Still 2 dead. Remember, there is a Chronosphere when the Void comes up, so it is definitely a fight that the Dire can take if Secret try to force the issue high ground, but I think mid might be the likely target. Just finish off this tier 2 tower. There is also still a tier 1 standing in the bottom lane, so something else that Secret could just rotate towards and finish off quite easily.
Oh yeah, I thought Roche should be getting a little bit more love this game.
Yeah.
But he's a lonely dude. Dire couldn't quite find the momentum to get there. We said earlier in the game, is it going to be like last game where they had these good fights? They took advantage of situations for STST, and then they couldn't do anything. It just felt like that net worth kept growing for the Radiant, for Team Secret. Are we there again?
Yeah.
So far, kind of. They need this Chrono once more, but it's a lot of pressure.
I think
Will
Trolls
they finally
also
find a friend in Roche?
Troll's at this delicate state where he felt obligated to go for the early BKB. The 10-second charge was really pretty underwhelming. It was a sporadic fight. He spent probably half of the duration just running around trying to find a target. It gets scary if they don't find some... Where? What?
No, sorry, no.
Who? Huh?
Yeah, Sora has been sitting right here for like 30 seconds, and the courier just finally came over. Oh. So I feel bad. Yeah. Because he just left. But
Ice
once
Blast.
he's a couple more levels on there, he can just be invis forever.
Mid one, he gets caught by the Chrono. So it's a solo Chrono. Nice save from Puppy. It'll buy him a little bit of time. Mid one will still go down. But Chrono for that, it might be hard for SFT to go into the Roche Pit knowing that their big team fight ability is not available. Peksu, no mana. Ace doesn't even need the mana void. It'll just finish him off. That makes it a 4v4. Now Illidan goes in onto Fata. He gets decrept. STST nearby. Fata in big trouble. Glimmer Cape does not come out fast enough. and he goes down. Thompson out of mana, but now he pops the BKB. He wants Puppey. He may find him here. STST blinks forward. They destroy him. It's a 1 for 3, a great fight for SFT, and Secret may have to concede this Roche after all.
Netherwart stolen from the Rubik. Very helpful in that fight. Plopping it right down by the pit. It was like they just had the blinders on, man. They killed the,
Oh, yeah. So he goes in a little too close. Scythe does not finish him off. He has the Yule Scepter. Now Ace comes back in. STST might get finished off here. Mana Void finds the kill. They at least delay the Roche a little bit longer, but they lose their Nyx in the process. Roche at about half HP. Ace does not want to let this go. The Monkey King also nearby. This isn't over yet, Trent. Fada's up. He's going to be able to TP in, and now the Wukong's command. Rubik buys back for this. Mid one doing a lot of damage. He repels them out of Roche. Illidan almost falls, but Force Staff keeps him alive as now Ace turns his face towards the Roche pit. They go to the shrine. They'll heal up, but Secret have delayed this. And now they're ready to team fight again. 30 seconds on Chrono, so still a pretty good window where Secret could try to contest.
I don't know if Secret have any more in the tank, though, do they?
I'm not sure. They might lose Puppey straight away. He gets a little too cocky. He's still alive. The Glimmer Cape, not enough, but Illidan will fall. The Life Drain from Fada on the high ground helps him out, but Ace, he goes in too deep on the other side, and he gets taken out himself. It's a sloppy fight for Secret, but again, they've got some resources here. The Void is down, and it's hard for Thompson to commit to the pit. He's low on HP. He's out of mana, and now Yapzor bringing him low. They force another BKB charge. Monkey King jumping up and down all around as now the Yule Scepter buys Yapzor a little bit of time. Fata pulled to the low ground, but the Decrep, he's got a life drain. It's not enough. He'll fall as well. The Dire have done it, and they might have finally secured this Roche pit. Monkey King, he jumps back in. Mid one, is he going for a steal? No, they know he's there. Nikwa knocks him back, and he will be forced to retreat.
He almost Force-staffed over that tree. Woo. He was trying to get the break. I can't believe they finally did it. I know Secret's so risky coming back in, but then they actually get the kill on Illidan. The blink, the Aether Lens there from Fata. He had so much range, but even without the Chronosphere, they're just able to keep fighting, go through, bring down Ace. And it's not just the fact they gave up Roche now, it's how much they have given over that entire time. All of these fights, gold and kills from a team that was leading.
Look at damage done in that fight. That is so telling to the state of affairs for Secret. Pugna did 4,200 damage. They did 5,500 total. That fight was Pugna. I mean, they may have missed a couple of the ultimates before that, but I mean, Fata is their damage right now. This Anti-Mage still kind of feels like he needs another item, and yeah, that Abyssal Blade will be the big one before he is really that scary team fighter. He's able to pop in and out when he has Mana Void. He can find those kills, but it's easier said than done. He's got the Lincoln Spear, so he's picked up some survivability, but a lot of pressure on Fada in these team fights. STST actually catches him. Illidan, he deploys the Chrono. They know how valuable this kill is, and Fata picked off. Maybe SFT look to push now.
Yeah, try and find themselves a mid-tower here, I think. It's a little risky going deep without the Chrono, but again, with the BKB, Troll, the Aegis on the Troll, Diffusal Blades abound. Man, Illidan used so many charges. I'm pretty sure when they first went into Roche, he had 8 charges. He's got one
left. Look at this. Secret with the old dirty. They're going to lose their tier 2 quickly. Telekinesis onto Puppey, but they're not sure if they want to commit. Reaper's Scythe comes in. It doesn't finish him off, but he will get clipped by Ice Blast, and that will. Up top, Anti-Mage is split pushing. They have to get back. We'll stay here as Thompson low. He's getting slowed down. Monkey King drops another Diffusal. They force another BKB charge. Illidan's back. No Chrono, no mana. Secret limited on resources here, but mid one, he can be careful. Oh, it's a stolen Wukong's command. Now mid one, he's going to get a taste of his own medicine, but there's no sugar to make it go down smooth. Fata will finish off the Aegis. Now the TP's out. He's trying to drain STST. It won't work. Illidan on the run, but now Fata, he might be out too far. Thompson's here. He is so committed right now. He's got the Blink Dagger, and he will blink across. Makes it to the high ground. Anti-Mage up top. He's finished off a lane of barracks. Ace has completely split pushed this down, and Secret somehow, some way come out big on the other side of this fight.
Oh, the solo kill onto the AA. He was so close to escaping. He almost lived, but mid-glimmer, he was dunked by the AM Mana Void. And then he just ruthlessly farmed top. He's got the Lincoln Sphere. He's feeling survivable outside of Chrono.
Dude, that was insane. There were so many plays happening across the map. Anti-Mage up top. I was watching Fata in the tree line fighting against basically the entire team, hiding in the trees to get that Blink Dagger cooldown.
You chose the right spot to watch. Trust me. Top was not that. You know, he's killing buildings. It was more so just like I can't believe he's killing buildings. Where team help, but they couldn't get out. There's no TP on the troll. Maybe he had one then. I'm not sure, but apparently he's not carrying one.
Yeah, I'm honestly not sure. He could have tried to TP and it got canceled. It was one of those fights where
even then, like, would even have gotten it off.
Yeah, like Secret did such a good job of acting like, okay, we're gonna retreat. We're in the base. SFT start to posture like they're gonna go back to defend. Then all of a sudden, Secret blink out with this crazy counter initiation, and Illidan feels forced to come back and take this fight. Like, okay, we have to kill Fata. He's overextended, and that back and forth just bought time for Anti-Mage. Like Secret's ability to go in and out and keep their heroes alive, just so well done in that particular time. It was tough for the Dire at least. Yeah, recollect here, Trent. That was insane.
Yeah, seriously.
Cleansing
myself together here. We do have a Scotty on to Chopson,
and almost an Abyssal on Anti-Mage. Ace is really close now.
Oh, that's scary.
Fata needs an Eggs, though. I think that's the thing that will push this Pugna over the edge. Looks like he's going to go for Dagon instead, so does not share my assessment of the value of the Aghanims. But
yeah, this was the same build we had from mid one earlier for Team Secret, so maybe a team digging on the old Dagon, but with that combination of Puppy, the burst potential with the Soul Catcher.
It's true. Okay, rotation from Secret. They've got Yapzor leading the charge, Troll farming the high ground, and now they go on to the Necro. Yapzor
no save.
Steps it up, but now STST jumps forward. Kind of an odd position as SFT, very spread about, start to back up. Lotus Orb keeps him safe for now, but Chrono, Wukong's command comes out. They're going to try to focus mid one. He's getting low. He gets Reaper's Sight, and that'll be the end of the Wukong's command. Illidan getting low as well. Nikwa almost dies, but Ace doesn't have the damage with the ultimate. He'll try to blink away, and he will. Follow up to try to finish off some of these kills. Could be inbound. Puppy gets off the Soul Catcher, the disruption. But the Force Staff will keep him up on the high ground. Illidan getting drained. Fata doesn't have the range. He gets off the decrep. They blast him, and they'll find the kill. Void down, no buyback. It's a 4v4, but Secret are right outside the base. Is that a stolen Wukong's command? It sure is. Rubik will use it as a zoning tool, and now Secret have to back up, maybe looking for this tier 2 here in the bottom lane. Or the Shrine.
A case of famous last words. Like, Yapzor feels so bold. He just walks up and uses the Necro. Right, and he's saying like, "All right, team, just come." He's set up like, "Let's kill this guy." And I believe I said they have no save because they don't. There's no saving here on the Dire. The best thing they have is like Chrono, right?
Yeah.
But the Glimmer Cape from AA has to walk into getting himself stunned to Glimmer him and ends up saving without the Lotus Orb. But
disruption, Puppy. He's going to be brought down after a telekinesis. This could be a sticky fight for Secret, but Ace, he jumps in. He wants STST, needs one more, but the Glimmer Cape keeps him alive. Fata will bring down the Ancient Apparition instead, but Ace bashed. He's taking damage so quickly. Another bash! Oh my god, so unlucky for the Anti-Mage, but he will fall. Secret starting to get cleaned up as they lose Fata to boot. All dead, no buyback. There won't be much of a counter push, but this Troll Warlord, the Bash brother indeed, Trent. That was insane.
He did it again. Pexu. The Glimmer Cape sacrificed himself to save the Ruby. Think he cares? No. Save my Ruby. Keep his goal going. This guy has Blink. He has a gem. They need this thing, or else my Glimmer Cape's not going to do anything. I can't let him die. And now he's vendetted up, hasted, chasing after this Nyx Assassin with a Troll Warlord right there.
Uh-oh.
Easy.
Uh-oh.
And remember, if not for that Glimmer Cape, they don't have a gem anymore. What a player. Position 5s, saving the day like they always do. Good old
Absolutely,
Pexu.
man. Wow, wow, wow. That Rubik, absolutely one hit from death. Even a Manta Illusion, I think, would have killed him in that situation. Just needed to spit on him, and he would have ended up in the grave. Anti-Mage, no buyback. He's down for 30. This could be another lane of barracks, but they've got the decrep, so it makes it hard for the Troll to push. There is also a glyph available for the Radiant, so they should be able to defend here. STST gets blown away. Fata will take credit for that kill, and SFT get a reality check, making note that they will not be able to finish off this tier 3. That was without the glyph.
Yeah. Also without Chrono, too.
Yes.
Definitely a very important aspect of their team fight here. But with AM coming back soon, no tier 3 gain. They can't even take Shrines down, sadly. it's probably about time to wait for the big boy to respawn. And we're about to find out the time right about now. And what do you have in store for us? A pretty late one. 2.5 minute spawn for Roshan. And we're going to have everything available, at least for now. So teams will just kind of battle out for the map control between now and then.
All right. Well, it's not all lost for Secret. Quite a few missteps there, but now this game is even. So tough, but they can still do it. Monkey King looking towards a Desolator to come out next. A BKB picked up by the Faceless Void. 10 seconds ready to go. Chronosphere not deployed.
Almost threw it out there.
He was thinking about it.
Raised. He was ready.
He wanted it. He's
already used one of his Diffusal 2 charges as well. He's got to be careful about losing all those with all these decreps and everything.
Yeah. Fata. Whoa, the blink. Again, Illidan thinking about it, but does not pull the trigger. Whew.
It's so scary to use Chrono right now, because like if you use it and you don't get a good enough kill, and then Roche doesn't spawn or he's not there right away, could be in big trouble.
Yeah. Down bottom, Anti-Mage still doing what?
The Ancients?
Anti-Mage
they
does
found
best.
The troll here.
Oh, the setup. Thompson. He'll get obliterated. That's a 10x streak down, but now Fata's got nowhere to go, and he might have to pay with his life for this one. He does have a life drain, but it makes no difference. Illidan will also use his BKB, so it'll be on cooldown for a while here. He's got a couple seconds left, and Secret might try to reinitiate. Fata's bought back. They want this. They know how big this window is. Illidan does use the Chrono, but the disruption is there. Puppy on the backside. Troll Warlord will also buy back for this. Where are we going here, Trent? Anti-Mage was split pushing that whole time. He got the tier 2.
They had to come back, use the Reaper's Scythe, and couldn't do anything, though. Did not do much damage to Ace at all. He's now all the way back in the mid lane, and they're just looking for this Roche spawn. This is probably where someone just sits inside, plant the Nether Ward or something.
Yeah.
Get out for when this thing's going to spawn.
Yeah, Fata's pinging it. It looks like he'll run back in and just wait it out. They know it's close to max timer here. We are less than a minute out. Unlucky, though. Secret definitely planning on that Roche. YapzOr is going to walk right into him. They do still have the gem, I believe. Yes, they do. Now Fata, he's joining the party, and Ice Blast will fly in. This could be huge. It connects on 2, Fata being one of them. Mid 1 deploys the Wukong's command. BKB from Thompson used Puppy with another nice save. He has to pay with his life, and it does not keep Fata alive when it's all said and done. Illidan on the backside does get taken out by Ace. It's a 1 for 2. STST still alive. Monkey King jumps over, doesn't find it, but Anti-Mage jumps in.
Ready.
It's a stolen Carapace that actually keeps Rubik alive. He is one snaky devil, but now Thompson, he's the one that bought back. If he dies, SFT could be in trouble, but he will live. Monkey King jumps forward, looking for the opening again, but can't find it. Glimmer Cape on point, and the troll will survive. So it's a dieback for Fata. He's going to be out of the game for another 60. I think
Ace
Secret
can't find the dunk through all of that. Like, between the Lotus Orbs, he doesn't want to throw it out there. He's too scared. And they can't kill Troll. I'm shocked he got out of there alive. Like, because they know he has no buyback.
Yeah. So, Troll going for a crit, and Anti-Mage looking for the Butterfly. I think MKBs will become a necessity.
Crit would be really... Yeah, I don't know. Chrysalis is kind of weird to me.
I don't know why. I think MKB is the natural item choice in this situation. You know that Anti-Mage wants to get Butterfly if it makes sense. MKB is not a bad item on Troll. You attack real fast. You get those procs. You do huge damage.
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
I guess he's just trying to get the most damage he can during the Chrono. But
I mean, yeah, it goes both ways, right? Because if you get that Lucky Bash, you might be able to burst the Anti-Mage down before he can even blink away. However, you think in the more sustained fights, you'd probably rather have an MKB YapzOr. He will get solo chronoed. All right.
His team's taking a road. They have to finish this road right now. They need every single hero here, and they need it to not get ice blasted. Vex is probably thinking about it at this current moment.
This is going to be close, but they know there isn't a chrono, so probably feel a little bit more safe than usual, and they will get it. So, you know, it's like a worthy death for YapzOr. Yes, he dies, but he gets that visual confirmation they're on the other side of the map and confirms that the chrono is going to be unavailable. So, does open up some confidence for Secret. They get the Roche, and all the while Fata was just farming away down bottom trying to level up this Dagon.
Yeah, 100% worth.
I'm
a little bit of harass. I don't know if that does not qualify as worth to me. Oh my god, how did he live there? That was
he blinked like it just immediately. The telekinesis.
No one did damage to him.
Immediate poof.
Because he missed the axes because he threw him to the side.
There's
no way he should be alive right now. It's just such a random play to make anyway. Like, what? Fata's just being a little bit cheeky at that point.
Yeah, it's like, what's the potential win here? Okay. You
do like you piss
a third
off Troll.
Of his damage.
Like, are you really going to kill Troll?
What's the potential loss? Your life when you don't have buyback. It is definitely a precarious situation to be in.
He got him, though. Got those rotations secured.
Yeah. So do you think AM is regretting this Lincoln's a little bit?
Probably not. I think there's been a lot of fights where maybe Rubik's just not telekinesing him, or he's just not getting scythed right. So it's hard to see the impact.
Are you wishing that you had just invested in the Aghanims instead of the Lincolns?
There's probably something that makes it bad. That's usually the case.
I think the regen is the big one that the Lincolns gives you that the other doesn't. Yapzor, though, hold that thought, is Illidan. He uses a BKB for this and another defusal charge. They will finish off Yapzor, but mid one comes in. He deploys the ultimate. Fata's here. It's a pretty big chrono. A stolen Wukong's command. Puppy again with a great defensive disruption. Buys for the time of the chrono, and the void just gets evaporated. Nikwa as well, and all of a sudden, Secret have turned this fight. Fata's so low. He'll get cold-footed, but the Glimmer Cape, he will survive. Pexu now falls as well. Troll Warlord, the only one left alive. Trent, what in the hell happened? How did they turn that around?
Wukong's command did like 5,500 damage.
Jesus Christ.
Because he has items now and they fought in it the whole time.
Dude, Monkey King went nectar all over their asses.
He's
okay, well, 3 buybacks, and Ace is still going to get the ranged barracks, so that's a value add here for Secret. Lincoln's gets broken. That's the 4th buyback. I think if you're Secret, you just get the hell out of here. You're happy with what you got, and you cut your losses. Ace is going to turn, though. Illidan, he gets dropped. This could actually be the end of the game. If Thompson dies here, Secret should be able to finish this. Ace drops the ultimate. The Mana Void brings down the Rubik, and now the Troll Warlord falls. The diebacks are stacking up for SFT, and the GG is called. Secret go 2-0 in this best of 5, now 1 win away from qualifying for ESL One Hamburg.
Very well played once again from Team Secret. It feels like they just give their opponents nothing. Even when their opponents are at their strongest, they just like how do you go high ground? How do you, I don't know. I don't know what it is, man. The scouting from Yapzor, it's so reminiscent of like Pylai Die. It's exactly what it feels like. And like he's dying across the map, but every time he dies, you're just looking at what the other people on his team are doing. And you're like, okay, this is fine. Maybe if they didn't get that Rax, like this game's a little bit special, I think, because they were certainly much closer on SFT, but that Raxing up top by Ace was just so crucial. And both times they threw buybacks. At SFT, right? Ace is like on a building, and it's a fight that doesn't really matter. It's over a tier 2 in the mid lane, but they're just throwing buybacks. Fata's just buys back for Roche, because they're just keeping them occupied while Ace is doing those important moves on the side lanes.
Yeah, very exciting game on both sides of the coin. I know we mentioned it earlier, but SFT, a lot of moments of triumph there. They had a lot of really good coordinated ganks. There were a couple times where it looked like Secret might be taking a loss here coming into game 3. So still some hope to maybe turn this series around, but both games, it's felt like in the end, Secret has just outclassed them a little bit. Just slightly better movements.
The macro and the strategy. Like, it's just that overall thing. It's not so much the draft, although I think their drafts have been very good. It's everything on top of it. It's just like playing Dota, you know?
It's that top level nuance of just, I know when to push.
They're not getting out laned. They're just getting out Dota'd overall.
Yeah. All right, folks. Well, there you have it. Game 2 in the books. Game 3 coming up in a jiff. Team Secret versus SFT. If this goes 3-0, our last game of the day is coming up next. A lot on the line. I'm Zyori. He's Trent. Thank you so much for joining us. We will be back after this. But now, more words from Monster Cat.